Good evening, everyone, and welcome to Jasper High School Baseball here on 18 WJTS. I'm Kurt Gooksell. Tonight, another SIAC battle as the Jasper Wildcats entertain the Castle Knights. The Wildcats coming in off a 6-0 win over Memorial last night at Stone Field behind the pitching of Connor Foley. The Wildcats struck for 6 in the top of the 7th to beat the Tigers. Tonight, the Castle Knights come in. Cam Tilley on the hill for Castle. He'll be opposed by Jasper senior left-hander Jack Allbrand. We'll take a look at the starting lineups and have the first pitch after this on 18 WJTS. Welcome back to Alvin C. Rookser Field. Jack Allbrand on the hill. Allbrand 3-0 with a .84 ERA. So far this season, as he has worked in 16 2/3 innings. This will be his 4th start on the season, giving up 2 earned runs, struck out 20 and walked 10. Allbrand last pitched in the Jeffersonville game. He was fantastic. 5 innings of 4-hit baseball, 7 strikeouts and a run. So he's back tonight by Tanner Ernie in left, Ryan Like in center, in right field, Chris Hettinger. In right, Connor Foley, Ben Hankey, Cody Morton, and Matt Wright. At first behind the plate is Drew Bradley. Castle 11-2 on the season. Throwing their Auburn-bound pitcher Cam Tilley. Seems like he's been around forever with his baseball and football exploits. Conference still up for grabs, although the Cats lost to Central. These two are possible sectional foes, but they would meet in the final. Jasper drew the bye, and they'll play Harrison on that Memorial Day Saturday. So Allbrand continues his warm-ups. And we're about ready to go here at Alvin C. Rookser Field. Caleb Niehaus, the USI signee, gets in for the Knights. Jackson Mitchell and Eli Pillsbury will be next here in the top of the first. Allbrand throws the pitch, and it is low, 1-0. Mike Zaire behind the plate, Paul Arvin. On the bases, our friends in blue tonight. They play straight away in the outfield for Niehaus. He pops it foul out of play. Cats out here on Thursday night. That game has been moved to a 6:30 start with North in here. Then the Hall of Fame Classic Friday and Saturday. 1 game Friday, 2 on Saturday for the Cats. Niehaus cannot catch up with a fastball. He fouls it off, and it's 1-2. So Allbrand ahead in the count. And Niehaus chases one up, fouls it away. Again, a good performance last night by Connor Foley. Went 6 2/3 against Memorial in that shutout. Wright finished up. Niehaus chops it up the third base line. Foley will have it kick into foul territory, which is good. That would have been a tough play on the run. So 1-2 and counting to the hitter Caleb Niehaus. The Castle shortstop, veteran head coach Kurt Welch on the coaching line at third. Wind blowing out toward right center field, overcast. Everybody doomed and gloomed, saying they would not play tonight because it's going to rain all day. Well, that's not happening. This ball chopped on the ground. Hankey will circle, come to the belt, and make the strong throw, 1 away. It's a lesson to let it play out a little bit for the amateur weather forecasters. And just total negativity. Jackson Mitchell, the second baseman, gets in. So Mitchell, the 2-hole hitter for the Knights, takes a fastball inside corner for a strike. It's 0-1. Jack out ahead here. Lefty peeks over the top of the glove and will fire the next pitch. Curveball, hammer in for a strike, and Mitchell down in the count, 0-2 with Pillsbury, the left fielder, on deck. Brand ready with Foley coming in on the edge of the grass. The 0-2 barely missed on the outside portion. This one wide of the bag at third, fouled it off. Getting the Cats here. A few home games in a row. 5 straight counting this one. Brand works ahead 1-2 with 1 away. Base is clean. Again, fouled off by Jackson Mitchell. So Allbrand with a 1-2 count to the Knights' second baseman. Foley hugs that line now. Here comes the 1-2. Pop straight back. Mitchell stays alive, and we'll try the 1-2 again. Allbrand back on top of the Rookser Field mound. He'll let it fly. And Mitchell stays alive. Play him straight away in the outfield. Off the line is Tanner Ernie in left. Foley will go back behind the bag at third. 1 away. Jack pumps it home. Call. No. Low. Well, that's a good 1-2 pitch right there. And the count squares up at 2-2. Lofted foul, out of play, first base side. And we'll try the 2-2 again. Edgewood Friday, Carmel game 1 on Saturday, then Northview to wrap things up, 11 and about 5:45, 6 o'clock for the 2 games on Saturday. The Edgewood game starts at 5:45 on Friday night. The 2-2 to Mitchell. Looped into right center field. It'll get down for a base hit. So Jackson Mitchell aboard with 1 away here in the top of the first inning for Eli Pillsbury, the left-handed hitting left fielder for the Knights. Pitch in for a strike. So Allbrand works to Pillsbury here with 1 gone, a runner at first base. 0-1 the count. Here in the top of the first, the lefty Allbrand will throw over. Back in time, the base runner. No score here in the top of the first. Pillsbury to be followed by Carter Hood. Double play, though, would get the Cats out of the inning. Pillsbury waits, and Allbrand throws it. Runner takes off. Bradley's throw down to second base. Bounces in there. He's safe. So a stolen base for Pillsbury. And it is 0-2. Castle has a runner in scoring position. They look out at the runner. Outside. Good 0-2 pitch there by Jack. Pillsbury didn't fish for it. Mitchell takes his lead at second. And he got it. Struck him out. He gets Pillsbury. First strikeout for Jack, and 2 away for Carter Hood, the third baseman. Hits in the cleanup spot for Coach Kurt Welch. Allbrand wheels back towards second base. Again, the wind blowing out towards center field here at Rookser. Lights are already on. Jack comes to the pause, checks the runner twice, and comes home. Runner takes off for third. Bradley's throw down to third base, and it is perfect. He got him. Bradley, after throwing 2 guys out last night, guns out Mitchell at third to end the inning. Through a half here at Alvin C. Rookser Field. Castle, nothing. Jasper, nothing. This is Wildcat Baseball here on 18 WJTS. We go to the bottom of the first. No score. Ben Hankey, Cody Morton, and Connor Foley to lead things off against Castle righty Cam Tilley. First pitch of the bottom of the first. Strike at the knees. Pillsbury, Bainey, Coleman in the outfield. Hood, Niehaus, Mitchell, and Butler in the infield. Cade McKinney behind the plate. Tilley will bring it home. Curveball in for a strike, yet breaking ball is a wipeout pitch. I'm watching him a couple of different times this season. Want to hit ahead in the at bat. Here's the 0-2, and Hankey chases it in the dirt, gets away from McKenna. He picks it up, fires it to first. Strikeout number 1 for Cam Tilley. And here comes Cody Morton. 288 hitter, 1 home run, 11 knocked in. He made a sensational diving play in the 7th last night. The snare a line drive. Cats were up 6-0, but he took a base hit away with a good fielding opportunity. This one misses outside. Third baseman Hood on the edge of the grass. Foley waits on deck. No score. Home first. 1-0. Morton chops it up over the mound. Niehaus out near the second base bag. Throws on to cut down Cody Morton, who was sprinting right out of the box. 2 away for Foley, a .415 hitter, 2 home runs, and 19 knocked in. Knights with the throw out at third base went 3 up, 3 down in the top of the first. Foley, the big right-handed hitter against Tilley. Breaking ball misses outside. It's a sharp, biting breaking ball. The 1-0 offering. Foley rifles it straight back. The 1-1. One and 2. The pitch on the way. Foley hits it down the first base line, foul. Actually, a fair ball. Kurt Welch going to talk it over with Mike Zaire and Paul Arvin. So Foley collects the first hit of the game. So Foley, a 2-out base runner for Drew Bradley. 2 RBI double last night. So Bradley gets in after that nice strong throw to third base to end the inning. Bradley 326, 2 home runs, and 22 RBIs. So Foley takes his lead at first. Pitch is inside from Cam Tilley. So 2-0. Tilley trying to work out of this. Foley takes a lead with Butler holding him on at first until he fires it over there. Back in time. So Bradley. Bradley takes a fastball in the upper part of the zone. Two and one. See if Foley is on the move here. Time called. Bradley steps out. Tilley, the right-hander from Castle. Reconnects with the Rookser Field mound. Foley again, a decent lead. Tilley looks over his shoulder, comes home to Bradley. This one sprayed foul down the right field line. And the count goes to 2-2 to the Wildcat catcher, Drew Bradley. Chris Hettinger would be next. Foley on the move, 2-2. Bradley fouls it off. And everybody will go back, and we'll have another 2-2 pitch. Throws over. 2-2, 2 gone. See if Foley once again takes off. Bradley waves that bat across the Rickser Field plate a couple of times. Tilley comes to the set, and Foley is off. Nope, he bluffs going. Ball chopped up the middle, and Niehaus bobbles it, but he was right on the bag, able to get there to take care of the fielder's choice by Drew Bradley. Cats get a base hit, but they strand that man at first base with Bradley. Through one, Jasper nothing, Castle nothing. We'll break and come back with more here on 18 WJTS. Back to Rickser Field. We head to the second inning. No score. Castle and Jasper will be Carter Hood. He was at the plate when Mitchell was caught stealing third by Drew Bradley. So nobody on, nobody out here. Pitch is high. 3 up, 3 down inning for Jack. Struck out a hitter, gave up a base hit. Tilley and Coleman to follow. Allbrand throws the 1-0. Dives inside. Fouled off. So 2-1. Mike Zaire giving Bradley an opportunity to shake off the cobwebs. Getting banged in the head by a foul tip. Umpires get that every once in a while, too, and the catchers take care of them. So it is reciprocal. And this one fouled away. Allbrand squares the count up at 2-2. Jack looks, gets a sign from Bradley, and fires a 2-2. Again, fouled away. Castle 11-2, Jasper 14-2. Got back on the winning track. The break even. Popped up in the infield. Wright and Morton come together, and it's Wright cutting right in front of Morton for the pop-up, one away. For Cam Tilley, tonight's starting pitcher for the Castle Knights. A lot of wind out here. The 0-1 delivery. Shot towards right field. Hettinger goes toward the line, and he will dive for it and make the diving catch. He has done that time after time. He was over towards right center and dove for it and made another great catch. Will Coleman will bat, the right fielder. That was outstanding by Hettinger. No doubt about it. This one popped up, foul territory. Ernie, Foley chase. And it's Ernie near the bullpen of the Castle Knights to make the catch to retire the side. A perfect inning for Allbrand, and the Wildcat defense will head to the home second. No score, Castle and Jasper. We're coming back after this. Back to Rookser Field. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Chris Hedinger made that nice diving catch. Last half inning steps in. Wright and Wallace to follow here against Cam Tilley. Gave up the base hit to Foley, but that was all that the Knights or the Wildcats could muster. Check swing fouled off toward the Wildcat bench. 0-1. Hedinger at 364, 3 home runs, 10 knocked in, had a multi-homer game earlier this season. The 0-1 pitch, breaking ball in for a high strike. Hedinger down 0-2. Hedinger, defensive swing at that one. He goes down, second strikeout for Tilley. So Wright takes a breaking ball inside. He holds up. So 2-0 to the Wildcat first baseman. He went a third of an inning last night to close the door on Memorial, did Matthew Wright. Cats won 6-0 over the Tigers. Wright shoots this one foul. 2-1 now with one man going here in the bottom of the second inning. Again, we were scoreless through 6 last night at Stone Field before the Cats erupted for that 6th spot. Tilley winds and deals. Curveball, strike. Got some bite on it. Big gap in left center field. The center fielder, Bainey, all the way in the right center field gap. Wright hits this one first base side foul. 2-2 to the Wildcat first baseman. Wallace and Allbrand to follow. Cats trying to get on the board here in the home second. No baseball tomorrow. North out here at a 6:30 start. They moved it back a half hour. Wright takes it inside, a breaking ball, and it's 3-2. Right. Tilley's going to go to Auburn. Their pitching coach, former big leaguer and Auburn alum, Tim Hudson. Saw them on the SEC network the other day. They're in the top 25. This one hit on the ground to Hood. He fields it down near his shoot top. Throws on to Butler to retire Wright. And Wallace will stand in. He hits for Ernie, the left fielder.
The designated hitter, number 25, Will Wallace.
Wallace had 2 hits last night in that game. Coach Gobert on the coaching line at third. Jason Allbrand over at first. As always, 2 away, nobody on. Fastball outside portion for a strike. Bottom of the second, no score. Castle and Jasper, glad you could join us here on 18 WJTS. 58-footer there by Cam Tilley. This one slapped on the ground in Niehaus. He circles, comes over the top, and he cuts down Wallace. Cats go quietly in the second through 2. Jasper 0, Castle 0. We'll take a break. This is Wildcat Baseball on 18 WJTS. We go to the top of the third, no score. Castle and Jasper, bottom third of the order for the Knights here. Chris Butler stands in. Foul back into the screen. McKinney and Bainey to follow here. Bottom third of the order, Allbrand. 3 up, 3 down, both innings. Gave up a single, but Drew Bradley erased that man at third on a steal attempt. 1-1 here to Butler, the first baseman. Allbrand kicks and fires the 1-1 pitch. Again, rifle back into the screen. Again, we're in for another pitcher's duel, just like last night, it looks like. The 1-2. Again, fouled off. Allbrand works ahead 1-2 with nobody on, nobody out. Here in the Castle third. Allbrand ready. And fires it. Leaves it upstairs with a fastball, and it's 2-2. Hankey deep at short. Likewise for Morton up the middle. Foley even with the bag and off the line at third. The 2-2. Again, hit back into the screen. Or Butler. Wildcats trying to win their second straight after the victory against the Tigers last night. After that Castle, or the Central game last Thursday night. They fell 1-0. 2-2. Fouled away. The break even. Fouled off again. And he got him, struck him out. Second strikeout for Jack. Retired the leadoff man in every inning so far. So McKinney fouls the first pitch off he sees. So the Knights bat here in the top of the third inning. Gap in left center field for the Castle catcher, Ernie Like, and Hedinger in the outfield. They shade him toward right center field. Allbrand throws the 0-1. Takes that one for a ball. Allbrand ready and delivers. Fastball low. Hits are tied at 1 apiece here as we play here in the top of the third. 2-1 offering. Tied him up, swung on and missed. So Allbrand squares the count at 2-2. Allbrand peeks in and brings it home. It's high. Three-two. Popped up. Bradley will give it a look towards the stands, and Gus Heichelbeck couldn't make the play. Hit the concrete. 3-2 now to McKinney. Allbrand winds and fires. He got it. Struck him out. Good pitch by Jack. So back-to-back punch-outs here as Bainey, the center fielder, gets in.
The center fielder, number 10, Drew Bainey.
So Bainey in the 9 hole. Niehaus, the shortstop, waits on deck. This one popped into right center field. Like will drift back on it and make the play for the third out of the inning. Another 3 up, 3 down inning for Allbrand, and the Wildcat defense will head to the home third. Castle nothing, Jasper nothing. More Jasper baseball after this on 18 WJTS. We come back to Rookser Field. Cam Tilley on for inning number 3. Allbrand to lead things off. The Wildcat pitcher. No score. Allbrand waves at that first pitch, and it's 0-1. Allbrand like and back to the top, and Ben Hankey again hits Todd at a hit apiece. Cam pours out one in for a strike. Allbrand down 0-2. Nobody on, nobody out. SIAC baseball here tonight on 18 WJTS. North in here on Thursday night. Plate word. Allbrand fouls it off. The catcher, McKinney, could not hold on, and Allbrand stays in there. Third baseman Hood off the line. And even with the bag, the 0-2 pitch misses. The 1-2. Allbrand sprays it foul. 1-2 to the Wildcat left-handed hitting pitcher. Bats as he throws. Play him to go the other way as well. Tilley, slow wind up and brings it home. Breaking ball. Brand fists it foul into the netting on the third base side. Tilley with a couple of strikeouts so far in the young ball game. Pitcher Tilley peeks over the top of the glove, works out of the full windup and the 1-2 to Jack. Misses low. 2-2. The break even. Inside. Now it's 3-2. Tilley has not walked a batter so far. Brand trying to play leadoff man here in the third against Tilley. The kick and the deal. Brand fouls it off, staying alive in there. Some good swings. The 3-2 on the way. Allbrand lifts it foul. Left field side going over his Pillsbury, and he can't make the catch. So Pillsbury dropped the ball, and Allbrand will have new life. Payoff pitch again. Walked him. Allbrand, good eye at the plate there till he gets his first walk, and here comes Like, the center fielder here. In there for a strike. See what Like does here. Would like to move Allbrand up to second base. Bunting. Bad bat angle. Drop the bat, and it's 0-1. So, Hankey on deck. Cats here trying to get on the board in the bottom of the third. Allbrand takes a lead. Like tries to bunt. Snap throw down to first base, and Like goes down. So a strikeout on a couple of bad bunt attempts, and Tilly gets his third strikeout.
The shortstop is number 4, Ben Hankey.
So Cam Tilly with a runner at first, and Carter Hood comes in on the grass against Hankey. They throw over, Allbrand back without the benefit of a dive. Tilly's dad, Jeff, big tall basketball center back in the day for North Knox. He was a heck of a player. Allbrand off and running, pitch inside, throw down to second base, and the runner is thrown out. Good throw by McKinney, cutting down the would-be base stealer, Allbrand. And there are 2 away. Cats trying to shake up that offense, get the runner moving. And Hankey's up there with the 1-0 count. Pitch outside, 2-0 the count here. Cody Morton would be next here if Hankey finds a way to get on against Tilly, the Castle right-hander. Down in the count, 2-0, throws it. This one lined into shallow center, and it will drop for a base hit in front of Bainey. A 2-out base hit for Ben Hankey, the second hit of the game for the Wildcats, and the inning continues for Cody Morton.
Second baseman, number 5, Cody Morton.
Here's the pitch to Morton. Jack swing, he went, or the ball was in for a strike, either way. 0-1 here. Oh, 1 pitch. Again, tied him up with a breaking ball on the inside portion, and Cody down 0-2. Connor Foley lurks on deck. Cats trying to score here in the home third. No score. Castle and Jasper. Niehaus up the middle, a little deep toward the second base bag. He fielded one earlier out there. Morton steps out and gets ready for the 0-2 with Hankey the runner at first base. McKinney just gunned down Allbrand earlier here in this inning. The 0-2 to Morton. Chop foul. 0-2 and holding to the second baseman, Cody Morton. Could do some pitching on Thursday night against North. Again, the Cats would play North just like they would Castle in the championship game of the sectional if they would get there. Cats play Harrison in the bye game on the Saturday of Memorial Day, the second game out at Bosse Field. 0-2 with 2 gone. Runner Hankey at first base. They hold him on. Tilly throws the 0-2. Morton wastes it foul straight back. Third baseman Carter Hood, even with the bag, about a foot behind. Off the line, though, with Morton at the plate. 2 away here. Hankey takes off. Cut out and miss. Morton goes down swinging till he gets his 4th strikeout. Cats get a base runner, but they do not score here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. We'll head to the 4th. No score. Castle nothing. Jasper nothing here on 18 WJTS. We go to the top of the 4th. Caleb Niehaus leads things off. He is the Castle leadoff hitter against Jack Allbrand. Allbrand throwing 1-hit baseball so far. Niehaus grounded to Hankey in his previous plate appearance. Mitchell and Pillsbury to follow here in the 4th. No score. Another pitcher's duel just like last night at Memorial. Niehaus fouls it off. And it's 1-1. Wildcats getting North on Thursday. The 1-1 hit on the ground. Hankey will have another opportunity. Scoops it up and throws on to get Niehaus. For the 4th straight inning, Allbrand has retired the leadoff man, and that'll bring up Jackson Mitchell, who singled but was cut down trying to steal 3rd back in the 1st. Takes it inside and low, 1-0. Fastball that's high. 2-0. Next pitch. Pop back deep into left. Going back on it is Ernie. And will make the play. 2 away. 2 up, 2 gone for Hillsbury, who struck out to end the third. Or actually the second out of the inning. Left-handed hitter. Curveball in for a strike from Jack. 0-1. Fouled away. Is out of the zone. One, two. Inside. Two and two. Allbrand with 2 outs. Drops the glove and brings it home. Again, ball fouled away. This one fouled off. The 2-2 again. And Allbrand got him. Jack gets his 4th strikeout. Another 3 up, 3 down inning. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. Castle nothing. Jasper nothing. More Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Connor Foley will lead things off. Cats have out-hit the Knights 2-1, but we're deadlocked at 0. Foley singled earlier. Will be followed by Drew Bradley and Chris Hettinger. Tilly and Jack Allbrand throwing zeros here at Rookser tonight. Tilly fires it to Connor. Breaking ball, dives low. Good opportunity for the middle of that order to get something done here. The 1-0. Foley lofts it foul out of play, first base side. Count squares at 1-1 to the Jasper third baseman tonight, Connor Foley. Wildcats bat here in the bottom of the 4th. Nobody on, nobody out. Tilly, the Castle right-hander, comes home. Breaking ball. Two and one. It's a strike. And Foley goes down swinging. Strikeout for Tilly, his 5th.
The catcher, number 11, Drew Bradley.
Bradley stands in, bounced into a fielder's choice earlier. He swings and misses. It's 0-1. Bradley, once again, catching tonight. It's caught in every game but one. Got a break in the invitational tournament after catching about 5 or 6 that week. 1-1 to Bradley. Play him off the line and left with Eli Pillsbury. Bunch him toward right center with Bainey out there. Tilly, the 1-1 to Drew. Misses out. And it's 2-1 to the catcher Bradley. Cats got a hit in the first and one back in the third. And that's been it against Tilly. 58-footer out of the zone, and Bradley ahead in the count 3-1 here. Wildcats again got their sectional assignment. Harrison in the bye game Saturday at Bosse Field. The end of the month, the 3-1 to Drew. Fouls it back into the glove of McKinney. Also the basketball and football sectional assignments were doled out today. Not much change in Jasper's football other than Northview out. It's basically a SIAC term as Bradley goes down swinging, 2 away. A lot of changes in the 3A boys basketball, 3A football as we move forward. Heritage Hills and Southridge in 3A football will be doing some traveling to the eastern part of the state. Should they get that kind of a draw, Hettinger takes it for a strike. 3A boys basketball sectional at Washington or Princeton or Southridge will be a 7-team affair. Heritage Hills back in that mix, moving up from Boonville to Heritage Hills. The 0-1, or the ball lined into right. Diving opportunity for Coleman, and he makes the catch to end the inning. Hettinger hit it hard, but righted Coleman. We'll head to the top of the 5th. No score. Castle and Jasper. We'll have more Wildcat baseball right after this on 18 WJTS. Back to Rookser Field. We go to the top of the 5th. Jack Albrand, once again, another stellar pitching performance so far. Carter Hood, the third baseman, will lead things off. Lucas Tim will go play right field for the Cats, so he's in right and center. Like in left is Ernie, Foley, Hankey, Morton, and right the infield. Bradley behind the plate catching senior left-hander Jack Albrand, who is throwing a one-hitter so far with 4 strikeouts and no walks. Hood popped to right earlier in the game. The first pitch of the top of the 5th is in for a strike from Jack. The 0-1. So breaking ball is out 1-1. Next pitch on the way is out of the zone, and it's 2-1. Fouled off the end of the bat. Two and two to Carter Hood, the pitch. And it bounces and nearly hit Hood. Boy, 1 or 2 may win this one. Hopefully the Wildcats can be the ones getting that done. 3 and 2 deep in the count here to Carter Hood. Tilly and Coleman to follow here. Albrand will fire the payoff pitch. Chop foul off the instep of Carter Hood. The 3-2 walked him. Gets back to the screen. First free pass given up by Allbrand here. And here comes Cam Tilley. He was victimized by that diving catch by Hedinger in right field. Now Tim is out there in right field. Don't know if something's happening with Chris. Hopefully not injured. Try to bunt. Bunts it down the third base line. Foley lets it go foul. So 0-1 here. Throw over. Back is the base runner. Foley charges on the grass as Tilley squares the bunt. Bunts it out in front of the mound. Foley will field it, throw on to first base. And the sacrifice is successful, so the Knights have a couple of opportunities to drive in a run here. Good bunt by Tilley. Foley cut right in front of the mound to make the play, and Will Coleman, who flew out to Ernie and left, will bat. Want to know here to Coleman. Butler on deck. Cats trying to keep that run from scoring here in the top of the fifth. Allbrand checks the runner twice and comes home. Slash foul into the netting by the Castle dugout. One and one. The pause and the pitch. Outside, 2-1. Next delivery. Misses outside. Now it's 3-1. Bradley to talk it over with Allbrand here. Knights threaten a bit here in the top of the fifth inning. Mound Conference is a short one. So 3-1, runner at second base. Pitch to Coleman. Line drive, left center field. The runner had to hold up. Like will charge. And the runner's going to try to come in to score. Foley cuts the throw. It's a short throw, and it's 1-0 Castle. Kurt Welch, in a tight ball game, just kept Carter Hood rolling around third base. He had no question that he was going to try to get him to score, so a walk comes back to haunt Allbrand. The sacrifice bunt. Now the RBI base hit by Will Coleman. The second hit of the game plates the first run. Still one gone for Butler now. Good piece of hitting by Coleman, slashing it the other way. Butler chases one out of the zone, 0-1. Ball came back to the infield, kind of short hop Foley. No chance at the runner at the plate. throw over. Back in time is the runner without a slide. So a pitcher's duel so far. Cats have had some difficulty against Cam Tilley. Castle some difficulty against Jack Albrand here until this inning. That is a strike up, and it's 0-2 to Butler. McKinney waits on deck. Both Butler and McKinney struck out earlier. (0-2), but they throw back over. This one popped into left center field. Ernie and Light chase it. It will get down. Ernie backs the play up. Rounding second is Coleman. He's going to round third. He's going to chug for the plate. And it's 2-0. They don't make a throw back in. A bloop double to left center field off the bat of Butler. And Coleman, again, the Knights just running and not even stopping at third base. Cats have shaded those outfielders towards right center, and that ball bounced between Ernie and Like. Third hit of the game, and Brian Kirchhoff going to go out and talk it over here with Jack Albrand. Cat bullpen dark right now. So the conference is over, and here comes McKinney, the catcher. 2 across for the Knights here in the top of the 5th inning in this pitcher's duel so far. So Albrand with one away, a runner at second base. McKinney, a strikeout victim back in the 3rd. 3 hits and a walk. Plated 2 runs for the Knights. Albrand comes to the ready and delivers it. This ball popped up right field. Tim comes in. Morton goes out. And it is Tim making the catch for the second out of the inning. 2 away for the Knights. Bainey, the center fielder, gets in. He flew out to Like in center. This one hit on the ground. Foley ranges over, gloves as he goes off towards his left and makes the play to right to end the inning, but not before the Knights strike for 2 here in the top half of the 5th inning. We'll head to the Wildcat 5th, Castle 2, Jasper nothing. More Wildcat baseball here on 18 WJTS. Back to Rooksor Field, we go to the bottom of the 5th. Cam Tilley now works with a 2-0 lead. He faces Matthew Wright. Again, the Knights now out hit the Cats 3-2. Pitch misses inside. Wright grounded to Hood at third. Tilley wants a shutdown inning here. He can't afford to walk people. The walk plated the first run for the Knights as he blows it by right here. 2-1. Hood off the line at third. The 2-1 to Wright with Wallace and Albrand to follow. Cat bullpen up and running right now. It's 2-2 to Wright. Cats lost to Central in their lone SIAC setback last Thursday night. Andrew Noblet threw the no-hitter, and Wright watches a breaking ball for a strikeout. Cam has struck out 7 now. And Will Wallace will stand in. He bounced to short earlier. Ball's back to the screen. Bottom of the 5th inning we play, 2-0 Castle. This one hits sharply in the hole between third and short. Niehaus keeps it in the infield, but it's a base hit for Will Wallace. So the tying run will come to the plate in the person of Jack Allbrand. Third hit of the game for the Wildcats. Allbrand walked earlier. Time called, ball got loose in the Wildcat bullpen. One 0. Pumped in there to Jack for a strike. One and one. Wallace, the runner at first. Tilley fires it. Allbrand shortens up, pulls the bat back, and takes it for a ball, 2-1. Hood charges in at third base. Castle 2, Jasper nothing, bottom of the fifth inning. Wildcats will try to rally against Cameron Tilley. Pitch on the way. Allbrand again takes it for a ball. 3-1 here. Kurt Welch going to come out here to talk it over with Tilley. With Allbrand at the plate with a 3-1 count, Jasper trails 2-0, but has a base runner at first after the Wallace single. So Allbrand with a 3-1 count here. Might try to move the runner up. Shortens up. Takes it for a ball. First and second now with one out. Tilley's second walk. And here comes Like.
The center fielder, number 3, Ryan Like.
So Ryan Like, a strikeout victim back in the third, and a big 2 RBI hit to get the scoring started down at Memorial in that 7th inning last night. Cats down 2-0, trying to scratch back against Tilley, who's pitched well tonight, just like Allbrand did until that last half inning. Gave up the 2 runs. Mike tries to bunt, pops it straight back. Oh, and 1. First baseman Butler in on the grass. First and second, Like again. Swinging this time, takes a pitch right down central for a strike, and it's 0-2. Leadoff man Ben Hankey on deck. Cats trail 2-0 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Oh, and 2 with 1 gone. Tilley looks at the runner at second and comes home. Dives low, 1-2. See if Light can at least plate that run out at second base. That's Wallace. Allbrand, the runner at first. 1-2 here. Shortstop Niehaus out there near Wallace. Tilley wheels back and chases the runner back. Off the line and left with Pillsbury. Tilley looking for the strikeout here. The 1-2 to Like. He tries to bunt, pulls the bat back. 2-2. So a 2-strike, 2-ball count here to Ryan Like. See if we'll try to move the runners up into scoring position even further here. Even with 2 strikes, time called. 2-0 Knights. Bottom of the 5th inning. Tilley, the pause. And he'll back off. Like steps out. High leverage situation right here with 1 out and a couple of men on for the Cats. Like ready again. Tilley will pour the break even like bunts and fouls it off, and he's gone. Tried to bunt a high pitch. Tilley gets the strikeout, his 8th. 2 away, and it's up to Ben Hankey. He's got one of the 3 Cat hits tonight against Tilley. 1-4-2. Again, runner at second, runner at first. If he plugs the gap somewhere, 2 guys could score. He'll be running with the crack of the bat. Albran at first and Wallace at second. Cats have left a couple against Tilley so far. Cameron Tilley comes home, breaking ball, a hammer into Hankey. It's 0-1. Cody Morton would be next here. Hopefully for the Wildcats, he will bat here in this inning. Tilley with a 0-1 count to the Wildcat shortstop, brings it home. Another breaking ball looped into shallow center field, and it will drop for a base hit. And they throw up the first base line. It's 2-1 on an RBI single by Ben Hankey. Albran stops at second. Wallace scores. So the lead is cut in half, and it'll give Morton a chance. So 2 hits for Ben Hankey. And here comes Morton. Here comes Morton. He grounded to short and struck out so far in this one. Morton, 288 with 1 home run and 11 RBIs coming into the game. Good 2-out hitter. First and second, Tilley breaking ball. High, 1-0, Foley on deck. Kurt Welch in the Castle dugout does not want to see Foley stroll to the plate. And they're going to get some bullpen action up right now. The 1-0 from Tilley. Fastball outside corner to Cody. 1-1 here. 2-1 here. A good one at Rookser Field. Wildcats bat here on the bottom of the 5th inning. Tilley trying to shut it down here. The 1-1 to Morton. Breaking ball hit on the ground in the hole. Niehaus ranges over. He's going to have to eat the ball. An infield base hit. With 2 outs, that slow ground ball. Hankey was running all the way, and Albran goes up to third. And Niehaus kind of looked at the runner and then looked at first and said, I'm going to just put it in my pocket. And Foley will come up with the bases loaded here with 2 outs in a 2-1 game. Foley 1 for 2 here. Talk about a matchup. 2 high-level players right here. Connor Foley and Cameron Tilley. Bases loaded. They play behind the runner at first. Tilley will bring the first pitch home with the bases loaded. Breaking ball. It's up 1-0. You miss up there, and Foley gets a hold of it. It could be bad news for the Knights. Pillsbury and Bainey in left and center deep here at Rookser. The 1-0 to Foley. Curveball, strike. 1-1. No, Tilley will try to sneak a fastball by him in this situation. Bases loaded. Cats down 2-1. Foley waits, and the 1-1 offering from Tilley. Foley chops it on the one hop to the third baseman Hood. He runs it to the bag. He got a high hop. Thought it might bounce over, but Foley grounds into the fielder's choice to end the inning, but the Wildcats get one back. We'll head to the top of the sixth. 2-1 Jasper trails Castle. We'll have more after this on 18 WJTS. Is on for the Cats. He is 2-0 with a .91 ERA. This will be his 7th appearance, 15 1/3 innings of 8-hit, 2-run baseball, 2 earned runs, struck out 15 and walked 8. Again, he worked last night in the Memorial game, a third of an inning to finish it up for Connor Foley. We play here in the top half of the 6th. Caleb Niehaus, the leadoff hitter. Castle clings to a 2-1 lead. They scored 2 in the top of the 5th. Jasper answered with 1 in the bottom of the 5th. Wright throws it to Niehaus, who has grounded to short a couple of times. Allbrand went 5 innings, 3 hits, 2 runs, 4 strikeouts, and a walk. Wright fouls it straight back. Or Niehaus fouls it straight back. 1-1 right at you. 1-1 here. Ernie goes to play first. Jack Allbrand goes out to play left field from the mound. Pitch is low, 2-1. Castle and North out here Thursday night, 6:30. Be on the air at 10 on 18 WJTS. The 2-1 swung on and missed. Niehaus aired it out. Mitchell and Pillsbury to follow. Cats about hit the Knights 5-3 with that 3-hit attack in the last half inning. 2-2, the pitch on the way. Ball popped up, foul territory. Bradley near the Castle dugout will make the catch running into the railing on the third base dugout. That is a heck of a catch by Bradley in foul territory. 1 away. Up near the railing. You're dealing with the steps. Wow. And here comes Mitchell. This one lined into left. Allbrand will make the catch for the second out of the inning. So the ball finds Jack right away here in the top of the 6th. Pillsbury will stand in a strikeout victim twice against Allbrand. Happy to see him out of the game. So Pillsbury bats here, top of the 6th, Castle 2, Wildcats 1. Pillsbury up in the box, up on the plate, if you will. Left-handed hitter. Pitch low. Low. 2-0 offering. Inside, he gets the first 2 guys out. Now down on the count, 3-0. Strike there, 3-1. And he walked him. So first one for Wright, second for Wildcat pitching tonight. But that one walk came around to score in the 5th. Hood, who did score that run in the 5th.
The third baseman, number 24, Carter Hood.
Castle's bullpen is up and running. We'll see if Tilley goes out for the 6th. Knights with a base runner at first. Ernie holds him on. Hood plays third for the Knights. He a right-handed hitter. Right slide step comes home. Fastball misses outside. It's 1-0. Top of the 6th, 2-1 Castle. Southern Indiana Athletic Conference Baseball. Jasper with the 1 conference loss. That came to Central on Thursday night. The 1-0 pitch to Hood. He hits it on the ground to Foley. He gobbles it up, throws on to Ernie to end the inning. Castle gets a base runner, but they leave him out there We will head to the bottom of the 6th inning, 2-1 Castle. We'll have more Wildcat baseball after this on 18 WJTS. Back to the ballpark, Drew Bradley leads things off against the Newcastle pitcher Tyler Orr. Here in the bottom of the 6th, Knights on top 2-1. Again, Cam Tilley went 5 innings, 5 hits, 1 run, struck out 8 and walked 2. Bradley 0 for 2 against Tilley. Now on with Orr here, a senior right-hander. Strike 2. The 0-2 now. Pitch is high. The 1-2. Bradley fists it into the netting, first base side. The 1-2 to Drew from Orr. Missed. This one fouled back. Two and 2, or the Newcastle hurler works with a 2-1 lead. Pitch to Bradley, and pops it up. Niehaus is short, cut of the grass, makes the play, 1 gone. Comes Chris Hettinger back in the game. He left earlier.
Right fielder, number 16, Chris Hettinger.
Pitch on the way. That is out. 1-0. Three 3-0 here to Hettinger with right on deck. Cats down 2-1 here in the bottom of the 6th. Orr aims it right in there for a strike at the knees. The 3-1 pitch to Hettinger. Chopped foul. 3-2 with 1 down here. Cats in the bottom of the 6th. The 3-2 offering. Curveball, Hettinger chased it out of the zone. First strikeout for Orr, 9th for the Wildcat hitters.
Now batting for the Wildcats, the pitcher, number 19, Matthew Wright.
Wright swings and misses with 2 away. One and one here. Strike to right. The 1-2 delivery. Outside. 2-2, bottom of the sixth. 2-1 Castle. Orr trying to keep it going from Tilly. The 2-2 right pops it up. Straight back. Catcher McKay gives it a look. It's into the stands. So the count remains at 2-2 and holding here. The 2-2 offering. Curveball popped up. Right field area. Butler goes out. Over goes the second baseman who made a diving catch. Jackson Mitchell took a blue pit away from right to end the bottom half of the sixth inning. The Wildcats go 3 up, 3 down. We'll head to the seventh. Castle 2, Jasper 1. We'll break and come back with more after this. Back to Rookser Field. Matt Wright trying to hold the Knights right where they are. It's 2-1 Castle here. As we head to the top of the seventh inning, Cam Tilley re-enters to hit here. He flew out to right field with a diving catch by Hedinger and also laid down a sacrifice bunt, takes a big swing, faces right for the first time. Wright gave up a walk last inning but worked around it with Drew Bradley making that outstanding catch by the Castle dugout. This one is outside to Cam Tilley. It's 1-1. Tilley, Coleman, and Chris Butler for the Knights here. The 1-1 offering fouls it back into the glove. 1-2 to Tilley. Coleman waits on deck. Tilley digs in from the right side. Nobody on, nobody out. Tilley steps out now. Right, ready to work. The 1-2 delivery. Curveball. Tilley fouls it off first base side. The 1-2. Tilley fouls it back into the glove. One away. Wright gets the strikeout. Coleman 1 for 2. RBI single. Plated Hood back in the fifth. Castle scored 2 in the top of the fifth. Jasper got 1 back in the bottom half of the fifth inning. 2-1 our score here in the seventh. Wright pushes plateward. This one is low. Big swing, 2-1. Pitch. Outside, 3-1 here. Coleman, left-handed hitter, slightly open at the plate. He plays right field, made a nice play earlier. Swung on and missed, and the count runs full at 3-2. And Wright gets the punch out. So Wright gets a couple of strikeouts here, and here comes Butler, who drove in 2 with a double to left center field earlier. Ball popped into center. Light goes back, turns a couple of different times, and he will not catch up to this one. And in at second base with a ringing double to dead center field is Butler, his second double of the night, the fourth Castle hit of the evening, and the inning continues for Cade McKinney, the catcher.
Now batting the catcher, number 25, Cade McKinney.
2-1, Castle on top by a run, looking for more. Wright trying to shut it down here. Fastball misses. 1-0 here. Kenny 0 for 2, that against the starting pitcher, Jack Allbrand, who pitched 5 innings of 3-hit, 2-run baseball. Another good start. 1-0 offering. Fouls it back into the glove, and it's 1-1. Bainey, the center fielder, on deck. Due up for the Cats, the bottom third. Wallace, Allbrand, and Ryan Like. Orr pitched last inning in relief of Tilley. The 1-1 here. Ball looped over the first baseman's head into shallow right. Runner rounds third. It's going to be 3-1 Knights, as the bloop single to right field off the bat of Cade McKinney. Plates Butler, both with 2 outs, and it's 3-1 Knights. That's a big run right there, especially with 2 outs. We talk about those 2-out base hits. Brian Kirchhoff out to chat with Wright and the rest of the Wildcat infield here. Knights will run with Reese Harper at first base. And a call to the bullpen. It will be Cody Morton for Jasper in relief of Wright. We'll take a break. We'll tell you about Cody Morton. Cats trail 3-1. We're back after this. Back to Rookser Field. We told you about Cody Morton coming into the game for the Wildcats. Morton so far making his 5th appearance, 3-0 with a .84 ERA in 16 2/3 innings. 20 strikeouts, 10 walks, giving up 8 hits, 2 runs, both earned. Wright went an inning and 2/3, 2 hits, 1 run, strikeout, and a walk. Morton last pitched on April 26th down at Bossy Field in the 5-3 win over Mater Dei, a complete game 8-hitter. Those 3 runs, 5 strikeouts, and a walk. He'll try to shut it down here with 2 outs, and Bainey, the center fielder, with Castle up 3-1. Try to bunt, third base, that's going to be in the grass. Bradley Fields pumps, and they throw in behind the runner at second base, and they don't get him. A bunt single for Bainey. It's now first and second with 2 outs, and it turns the lineup over to Caleb Niehaus, who was victimized by that Bradley catch along the railing of the dugout earlier. He's 0 for 3, grounded also to Hankey a couple of different times. So the courtesy runner out at second base, Harper. Bainey the runner at first, and here comes the USI-bound Caleb Niehaus. The shortstop pitch from Morton is low, 1-0. Weird sky right now at Rookser Field. You can look out into center field. The sun glistening off the houses out behind the center field wall in the parking lot. The 1-0 low. Flags going straight out towards center field here. Cats do not want to allow any more runs here before they get to the plate here in the bottom half of the 7th here at Rookser Field. Morton comes to the pause, checks the runner at second, and comes home. Ball fouled away off the equipment or the helmet of Drew Bradley. And it's 2-1 here. Foul ball got in on his hands. 2-2. Morton trying to end it right here. Cody comes home. Chopped on the ground to Foley at third. He'll try to tag the runner, and they did not tag him, and he's safe at first base. Missed the tag instead of throwing it across the infield. Tried to swipe tag Harper running to third, and a fielder's choice for Niehaus, and the inning continues.
Second baseman, number 12, Jackson Mitchell.
So Jackson Mitchell will stand in. This one hit on the ground in the hole between third and short. Hankey dives for it, and he'll just put it in his pocket. An infield base hit, and Harper comes in to score, and it's 4-1 Knights. Everybody moves up 90 on the infield hit by Mitchell. Just thumbed it in the hole between third and short. Hankey kept it in the infield but had no play, and here comes Pillsbury. 2 runs across here for the Knights, some insurance, if you will. Pillsbury 0 for 2 with a walk. Morton throws a breaking ball that's inside. 1-0 again for the Cats in the 7th. Wallace, Allbrand, and Ryan Lake. These 2 teams could meet in the championship game of the sectional should they win. Castle a little longer route. Jasper will play Harrison in the bye game on Saturday of Memorial Day in Game 2. Goes to Hoyle. Castle will play North in that first semifinal, but they've got some work to take care of first. This one powered into center. Light goes back on it, turns a couple of times, and makes the grab for the third out of the inning. But the Knights strike for 2 here in the visitors' 7th. Last call for the Cats. They're down 4-1. We'll step aside. This is Wildcat Baseball on 18 WJTS. Back to Rookser. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Cats down 4-1 here. Will Wallace will lead things off against Orr on for his second inning of work. Struck out a batter back in the 6th, I should say. A clean 6 for him. 4-1 Knights. They've out-hit the Cats 7-5 here. Wallace 1 for 2 and pitches out. 2-0. Wallace is trying to get on base. Cats have lunged at a lot of balls, whether it be Tilly or Orr here tonight. Just 5 hits for Jasper. Got one of those runs back in the 5th. This one a strike at the knees, and it's 2-1. North in here on Thursday night. Huskies having a great season so far, and going to have to go through Castle or North to win that sectional. Cats did it last year. Everybody talked about the draw where Jasper drew Harrison. They failed to mention that they had to play Castle for 3 straight years in the draw. The 2-2 in their opening game. This one, Wallace chops it up the third base line, and it's foul as Hood quickly picks it up. Went through Castle, then they beat North in the semifinal, and then Central in the championship game. It's the way the draw goes. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes so-so, sometimes it's just a draw. 2-2 to Wallace. Trying to play leadoff man here in the home 7th. Orr peeks over the top of the glove in the 2-2. Barely missed outside corner. Castle umpires behind home plate wanted that one to be strike 3, but that's not the case, as Wallace will now await a payoff pitch from Orr, and it's on the way. Wallace lofts it out of play first base side. 4 runs on 7 hits, no errors for the Knights. 1 run on 5 hits and no errors for the Jasper 9 here in this one. Cats again 14-2 and winners of 1 straight after last night's win over Memorial after losing to Central last Thursday. The payoff pitch. Wallace hits it on the ground to Niehaus at short. He scoops it up and throws on 1 away. So Allbrand will stand in. He has not had a official plate appearance. He has walked a couple of times here in the festivities at Rookser Field tonight.
Number 2, Jack Allbrand.
Pitch to Jack. Chops it on the ground to first, and Butler will run it to the bag, 2 away. So the first two have been retired for Orr here. Again, the Cats went through the SIAC last year undefeated. And they're going to pull down Like here. Maverick Merkel will stand in to face the pitcher Orr.
Now batting for the Wildcats, number 13, Maverick Merkel.
Be honest, they're not really worried about this conference deal. And they never have been, going back all the way back to the 70s and Coach Howard, in fact. But if you win them along the line, that's good. But the focus is on the tournament. Like, pull down for Merkel here, and the pitch is low. They let everybody else worry about that league deal, no matter what league they were in. The 1-0, very rarely in the 6 state championship seasons, though deep tournament runs, that they even won the Big 8. The 1-1 fisted foul. 1-2. They just, whoever's up pitching-wise, that's who they go with. A lot of teams will try to stack it for those games, and it's a big deal for the other teams. 1-2, a 2 away. Maverick Merkel stands in or brings it. Does not offer. Pitches outside. Leadoff man Ben Hankey would be next. Cats down 4-1 here to the Knights in the bottom of the 7th inning. The 2-2. Merkel fouls it off into the Knight dugout, third base side. Again, North out here on Thursday night. That should be another good one. Or in relief of Tilley, who stands to be the winner, the break even to Merkel. He hits it on the ground at third. Hood takes it off the chest, picks it up, has plenty of time, and cuts down Merkel. And the Knights come into Rooksor Field and get a 4-1 victory over the Jasper Wildcats this evening. 4 runs on 7 hits and no errors for the Knights. 1 run, 5 hits and no errors for the Wildcats here this evening. Cats will go to 14-3 on the season. They'll play North again Thursday. It's a 6:30 start. We'll have it for you at 10 right here on 18 WJTS Television. Cats drop it 4-1 to Castle. For Jeremy Marcos, I'm Kurt Gooksell saying good night from Rooksor Field.